Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we're looking at solution to NECO Chemistry 2023 objective. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel or you came across the channel by accident, please tap on the subscription button and get subscribed to the channel. So the first question here in the objective says, which of the following is not a monobasic acid? Option A, ethanoic acid. Option B, hydrochloric acid. C, hydrofluoric acid. D, trisulfuric acid. And E, triiodonitrifluoric acid. The correct option is D, trisulfuric acid, because that acid is diabasic. The answer to number 1 is D. Option D is not a monobasic acid. Number 2 says a sodium atom and a sodium ion have the same A, chemical properties, B, electrical charges, C, electronic structures, D, number of electrons, and E, number of neutrons. The answer to that number 2 is E. A sodium atom and sodium ion have the same number of neutrons. Option E. The answer to number 2. Number 3. An element S with electronic configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p's, 3s2, 3pc belongs to group option A 0, option B 2, option C 3, option D 5, and option E 6. The answer to the question is option A 0, because you add the powers, the exponents 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10 plus 2, 12 plus 6, 18. That element has a complete atomos orbital, so is a group 0 element. Number 4 says, consider the reaction represented by the equation zinc plus 2 moles of HCl giving us zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. What volume of hydrogen gas in DNQ would be produced at STP when 2.6 grams of zinc reacts with excess hydrochloric acid? And we're given the atomic mass of hydrogen, chlorine, and zinc in bracket. Option A 0.26, option B 0.46, option C 0.68, option D 0.90, option E 0.95. The correct answer to that question is option D 0.90. The solution is shown there. Going to number 5. When steam is passed over white hot coke at 1000 degrees Celsius, the product obtained is option A, carbon 2 oxide and hydrogen, option B, carbon 4 oxide and hydrogen, option C, carbon 2 oxide and nitrogen, option C, D, hydrogen and triacylcarbonate 4, option E, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon 4 oxide. The answer to number 5 is option A, carbon 2 oxide and hydrogen, because when you pass steam over red hot coke, it produces an equal volume mixture of carbon 2 oxide and hydrogen called water gas. So the answer to number 5 is A, option A. Number 6. When chlorine gas is bubbled into water and the yellowish green color solution formed is exposed to sunlight for a while, the solution A decomposes and gives out hydrogen, oxygen, and chlorine gas. B, we give out chlorine and hydrogen chloride gas. C, we give out chlorine gas and oxygen. D, we give out oxygen gas, leaving behind aqueous hydrochloric acid. And E, we produce hydrochlorous acid. The answer is D, we give out oxygen gas, leaving behind aqueous hydrochloric acid. The answer to number 6 is D. The explanation goes there. When we go into water, you will get 2 acids, HCl and also chlorate 1 acid. On exposing this mixture of HCl and also the 1 acid called chlorine water, on exposure to sunlight, the weak acid called the ortho 1 acid decomposed give us oxygen gas, leaving behind hydrochloric acid. So the answer to number 6 is D. Number 7. In the periodic table, elements in the same group have the same A, atomic number B, atomic mass C, electronic configuration D, number of shells E, number of valence electrons. The answer is E. Elements in the same group have the same number of valence electrons. So number 7 is E. Number 8, the chemical formula of gypsum is option A, CaCO3, Ca bracket OH bracket 2, C, CaSO4.2 water, and D, MgSO4.7 water, E, Na2CO3.10 water. The answer is C. Gypsum is calcium 3-6 dihydrate. So number 8 is C. Number 9. The greater the difference in electronegativity between bonded atoms, the higher the polarity of the bond. That's the answer to number 9. The great difference in the electronegativity of between bonded atoms, the higher the polarity of the bond. So number 9 is A. Number 10. When butterfat is dispersed in a weak sugar solution, it forms A, cellulose, B, galactose, C, glucose, D, milk, and E, starch. Number 10, the answer is milk. When butterfat is dispersed into a weak sugar solution, it forms milk. Number 10 is D. 11. Which gas law does the graph below represent? We have that graph of volume against temperature. Which gas law does the graph below represent? So have we option A, Boyle's law, B, Charles' law, C, Dalton's law, D, Gay-Lussac's law. So the answer to number 11 is B, Charles' law. The graph represents Charles' graph. Number 12, the substance that passes through a filter paper during filtration is called A, filtrate, B, precipitate, C, residue, D, solute, E, solvent. The answer is filtrate. The salt that passes through a filter paper during filtration is called a filtrate. So number 12 is A. Number 13 says an increase in the pressure of a gas results in a decrease in its A, concentration, B, mass, C, temperature, D, vapor density, and E, volume. The answer is volume because according to Boyle's law, pressure varies inversely as volume. So if you increase pressure, the volume will decrease. So 13 is E. 14 says what chemical process represented by the equation below? The equation is water, 6 molecular water plus 6 molecular CO2, presence of light and chlorophyll giving us glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. Option A, combustion, B, decomposition, C, fermentation, D, photosynthesis, and E, respiration. So number 14, the answer is D, photosynthesis. D, photosynthesis. 14 is D. 15 says catalytic hydrogenation of oil results in the production of A, alkanes, B, alcohol, C, detergent, D, margarine, and E, soap. The answer is margarine. Number 15 is margarine formed by passing hydrogen through vegetable oil. The answer to number 15 is margarine. Number 16 says calculate volume in dN cube of carbon 4-oxide formed when 75 grams of calcium triose 4 is decomposed by heat. Option A 11.2, option B 16.8, Option C, 25.0. Option D, 33.0. Option E, 44.0. The answer to that number 16 is 16.8. You can see the reaction. When limestone is heated, it breaks to give you calcium oxide and CO2. 1 mole of limestone gives us 1 mole of carbon dioxide, and 1 mole of limestone is equivalent to 100 grams with the molar mass. Gives us 22.4 dnq of the gas. Therefore, the 5 grams of limestone now give us 25 times 22.4 over 100. That gives us 16.8 dn cube. So the answer to number 16 is B, option B. Number 17 says, what is the percentage by mass of calcium in the compound calcium hypochlorite? So we have option A, 10.64, B, 12.23, C, 16.82, D, 27.97, and E, 42.41. The answer to number 17 is D, 27.97. Look at the solution. The molecular mass of the compound is calculated to be 143. Then we have the mass of calcium. We have only one atom of calcium there is 40. So the percentage of calcium becomes the mass of calcium all over the molecular mass times 100 over 1. That gives us 27.97%. That option, answer to option number 17 is option D. Number 18, we are given an equation there. And we're asked in the endothermic reaction above, more products will be favored by A, constant volume, B, decrease in pressure, C, increase in volume, D, increase in pressure. The answer to number 18 is B, decrease in pressure. So number 19 says the separation technique that can be used to show that chlorophyll pigment is a mixture of different colored chemical compounds is A, chromatography, B, crystallization, C, distillation, D, filtration, and E, sublimation. The answer is A, chromatography. So number 19 is A. Number 20, the weakest attractive force that exists between two molecules is A, coordinate covalent, B, covalent, C, ionic, D, metallic, and E, van der Waals forces. So number 20 is van der Waals forces. 21. Which of the following is a raw material for making glass? A, caustic potash, B, hydrochloric acid, C, limestone, D, snake lime, and E, sodium chloride. 21, the answer is limestone. Limestone is for making glasses. So 21 is C. 22, we have the equation there between H2SO4 and carbon, giving us water, SO2 and CO2. And we are told, consider the reaction represented by the equation above. H2SO4 is acting as A or an A, catalyst, B, neutralizing agent, C, oxidizing agent, D, reagent, and E, sulfonating agent. In that reaction, H2SO4 functions as an oxidizing agent. The answer to number 22 is option C. Number 23. The component of air that can be removed by alkaline pyrogalose solution is A, carbon dioxide, B, nitrogen, C, noble gases, D, oxygen, E, water vapor. The answer number 23 is D, oxygen. Oxygen is moved by alkaline pyrogalose. Number 23 is D. Number 24. The group of substances that represents the state of matter in the following is A, boron, barium, and bromine, B, element, compound, and mixtures. C. Gas, liquid, and solid. D. Iron, oxygen, and tin. And E. Metal, non-metal, and metalloids. The answer to number 24 is C. The three states of matter: gas, liquid, and solid. Number 25. The irregular movement of smoke particles due to the bombardment by surrounding air particles is A. Browner's motion, B. Diffusion, C. Effusion, D. Osmosis, E. Tidal effect. The answer to number 25 is A. Browner's motion. 26. The metal that can be extracted by electrolysis is A. Calcium, B. Copper, C. Iron, D. Magnesium, and E. Zinc. That should be E. Zinc. So the answer to number 26 is A. Calcium, due to its high electropositivity. 26 is A. 27. The function of sulfur during the vulcanization of rubber is to A. Act as a catalyst for the polymerization of rubber molecules, B. Break down the rubber polymer, C. Convert rubber from thermosetting to thermoplastic polymer, D. Form chains which bind rubber molecules together, and E. Shorten the chain length of rubber polymer. The answer to number 27 is D. Form chains which bind rubber molecules together. 27 is D. Number 28 says calculate the percentage by mass of oxygen in calcium carbonate. The answer A is 16, B 24%, C 32, D 40, and E 48%. The answer to number 28 is E 48%. You can look at the solution there and see how it's been done. Number 29. The alkane with the highest boiling point is A. Butane, B. Ethane, C. Hexane, and D. Pentane, E. Propane. The answer to that question, number 29, is C. Hexane, because of its high relative molecular mass. Number 30. The reverse reaction of the equation below is, look at that equation between ethanol and ethanoic acid. So the answer, we have A. Acidification, B. Fermentation, C. Hydration, D. Hydrolysis, and E. Saponification. The answer is hydrolysis, because we are talking about the reverse reaction, not the forward reaction. Forward is acidification, while reverse is hydrolysis. The reverse reaction, the ester adds to water to give you back the acid and the alkanol. Number 31. Petrol can be obtained from crude oil by A. Catalysis, B. Cracking, C. Crystallization, D. Dehydrogenation, and E. Distillation. Number 31 is E. We get petrol from crude oil from fractional distillation. So the next answer there is E. Distillation. That one is E. 32. The following is not a fraction of petroleum: A. Bitumen, B. Coal, C. Diesel, D. Kerosene, and E. Petrol. The answer to that question, 32, is coal. Coal is not a fraction of petroleum. Number 32. When solutes are completely dissolved in a solvent, the product is called A. Aerosol, B. Colloidal solution, B. Dispersed medium, D. Suspension, and E. True solution. The answer to the question is true solution. So number 33 is E. 34. The metal that displaces hydrogen from dilute HCl is A, silver, B, gold, C, copper, D, mercury, E, zinc. The answer to number 34 is E, because zinc is more electropositive than hydrogen. So 34 is E, zinc. Rusting of metal part of a boat on waterway can be prevented by A, anodic protection, B, cathodic protection, C, galvanization, D, regular painting of the galvanized part, and E, tin plating. The answer to number 35 is B, cathodic protection. Number 36, the air pollutant that results from increase of or 10 number of petrol is A, carbon 2 oxide, B, chlorofluorocarbons, C, nitrogen 1 oxide, D, nitrogen 4 oxide, and E, tetraethyl lead. The answer is tetraethyl lead, because if petrol has a high octane number, that means the petrol has been treated probably with an anti-knock agent. So 36 is E. 37 say, with the following ions is isoelectronic with neon. That means which of them had the same number of electrons as neon? A, chloride ion, B, fluoride ion, C, potassium ion, D, lithium ion, and E, sulfide ion. The answer is B, fluoride ion, because fluoride ion has 10 electrons. So neon also has the same 10 electrons. So number 37 is B. 38. How many isomers can be obtained from C5H12? That compound is pentane. Option A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and D is 4, then E is 5. Pentane has 3 structural isomers. So number 38, the answer is option C. 38 is C. Number 39, given that 1 mole of carbon weighs 12.0 grams, how many atoms are there in 24.0 grams of magnesium? Then we'll have the atoms of magnesium as 24, the Avogadro's constant as 6.02 per 23 atoms. The answer is E, because 1 mole of an element is equivalent to the Avogadro's constant. So the answer to number 39 is option E. Number 40, the measure of hydrogen ions concentration in a solution is A, alkalinity, B, basicity, C, crystallization, D, indicator, and E, pH value. The answer to number 40 is E, pH value. Number 41, the reaction between organic acid and alcohol in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 acid catalyst is known as A, dehydration, B, esterification, C, hydration, D, hydrolysis, and E, saponification. The answer to number 41 is esterification. Reaction between an alkanol and an alkanoic acid is called esterification. So number 41 is B. Number 42, the hydrolysis of starch with dilute acid gives A, ethanol, B, ethanol, C, glucose, D, glycerol, and E, methane. Number 42, the answer is glucose. When starch is hydrolyzed, glucose is produced. 42 is C. 42 is C. Number 43, during hydrolysis, which flowing takes place at the anode. A, electrons are gained. B, ions are reduced. C, oxidation is involved. D, the electrode dissolves. And E, the electrolyte is diluted. The answer to number 43 is C. Oxidation is involved at the anode. Number 44. The following metals will displace iron from a solution of iron 2 to 6. Option A, copper, B, gold, C, mercury, D, silver, and E, zinc. The answer number 44 is zinc, because zinc is more electropositive than iron, so it can displace iron from its solution. Number 45, the ash used for making black soap locally provides A, glyceride, B, glycerol, C, potassium ion, D, sodium chloride, and E, stearic acid. The answer is C. The ash contains caustic potash, so it provides potassium ion. So number 45, the answer is C. Number 46, the corrosion of iron is an example of A, catalytic reaction, B, electroplating, C, endothermic reaction, C, D, exothermic reaction, and E, redox reaction. The answer is E, redox reaction. Number 46 is E, redox reaction. Number 47, at room temperature, fats are A, emulsions, B, gases, C, liquids, D, solids, and E, suspensions. The answer is solids. 47 is D. 47 is D, solids. 48. An example of a polysaccharide is A, cellulose, B, dextrose, C, fructose, D, glucose, and E, mannose. The answer is A, cellulose. Is an example of a polysaccharide. 49. Sodium is always stored under paraffin oil to option A, to prevent A, condensation, B, prevent dissolution, C, explosion, D, oxidation, and E, reduction. The answer to number 49 is D. 49 is D, because when it's exposed to air, it reacts with oxygen, so it prevents us to prevent oxidation. That why it's stored under oil. 49 is D. Number 50. When iron rusts, its layer is A, not affected, B, not porous and does not prevent further oxidation, C, not porous and prevents further oxidation, D, porous and does not prevent further oxidation, and E, porous and prevents further oxidation. So the answer is D, porous and does not prevent further oxidation. So number 50, the answer is D. 51. The technique that can be used to separate solid particles of different sizes is A, centrifugation, B, decantation, C, filtration, D, C, filtration, D, sieving, and E, sedimentation. The answer is D, sieving. Sieving. 51 is D, sieving. Number 52, the number of atoms in a molecule of an element is called A, atomicity, B, isotopes, C, neutrons, D, protons, and E, valency. Number 52 is A, atomicity. 52 is A, atomicity. 53, the following oxides react with both acids and bases to form salts except A, aluminum oxide, B, carbon 4 oxide, C, lead 2 oxide, D, tin 4 oxide, and E, zinc oxide. The answer to the question to number 53 is B, carbon 4 oxide, B, because carbon 4 oxide is not amphoteric. Number 54. When ammonia and hydrogen ions bond together to form ammonium ion. The bond formed is A. Covalent, B. dative, C. Trivalent, D. Hydrogen, and E. Metallic. Number 54, the answer is B. Dative bonding. 54 is B. Dative bonding. Number 55. What volume in dN cube of oxygen at STP is required to convert 60 grams of carbon completely into carbon 4 oxide? A. 36.0, B. 44.8, C. 56.0, D. 112.0, and E. 224.0. The answer to number 55 is D. 112.0. Number 55 is D. Solution is shown there. 1 mole of carbon gave us 1 mole of oxygen. Reacted with 1 mole of oxygen. 1 mole of carbon is same thing as 12 grams of carbon combined with 22.4 dN of oxygen. Therefore, 60 grams of carbon now give us 60 grams times 22.4 all over 2 are giving us 112.0. Option D is the answer to number 55. Number 56. The pH value that indicates a basic solution is A1, 2, B2, C3, D7, and E9. Number 56, the answer is E9. pH of 9 is basic. Number 57, hardness of water. Hardness of water is caused by the presence of A. Calcium and magnesium ions, B. Calcium and sodium ions, C. Magnesium and silver, D. Sodium and magnesium, and E. Sodium and potassium. So hardness is caused by calcium and magnesium ions. So 57, the answer is A. Option A, the right answer for number 57. Number 58, the energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron from atom is A. Advection energy, B. Atomization energy, C. Dissociation energy, D. Electrical energy, and E. Ionization energy. The answer to number 58 is E. Ionization energy. So number 58 is E. Ionization energy. Number 59. The property that is not exhibited by transition elements is A. Ability to act as catalyst, B. Formation of colored compounds, C. Low melting point, D. Tendency to form complexes or complex ions, and E. That should be E. Variable oxidation state. So the answer to number 59 is C. Low melting point. No. So that the answer to number 59 is C. Low melting points. The number 60. The following is an unsaturated hydrocarbon: A. Butene, B. ethane, C. heptane, D. hexane, and E. methane. So number 60, answer is A. Butene and alkene. Alkenes are unsaturated, so 60 is A. So we have come to the end of this work revision. So always stay connected to this channel. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, and stay connected for the best. Thank you.